This is a quick tutorial on placing graphics in SnapShot Studio Professional and standard versions. To get started, you should have an idea of what your layout will look like, and you should have the accompanying graphics. In this case, we have a 4x6 portrait image, which will have a banner image and an overlay. Now, both the banner and overlay image should be saved as PNG files. We also have a custom thumbnail which we'll place for our layout, and we'll get more into that once we start placing our graphics. But let's go ahead and launch SnapShot Studio Professional. Now, it's important to note that you'll want to create your layouts at 300 dpi. So in our case, with our 4x6 layout, we want to create our layout at 1200 by 1800 pixels. So let's go ahead right in, and we'll cover creating a brand new page, and we'll call this 4x6 portrait. The page width is 4 inches. Page height is 6 inches. We'll just go ahead and continue. And our main image size again is 4 inches by 6 inches. Our starting point left, we don't want to shift the image, so we'll make that 0, and our starting point top should be 0. So there we go. That is our main full bleed image. We'll just go ahead and hit continue. Now, the only thing we don't have is our banner placement, which I've jotted down the coordinates for that, which you can easily do in Photoshop or another editing program. So from the left, it's a full 4 inches wide. So we'll mark 0 for the left coordinate, and from the top down it will be 4.57 inches. The width will be 4 inches, and the height we have at 1.43. And again, you could easily get these coordinates or the placement of your images by using your guides in Photoshop. And there we go. We have our banner image, which again is a PNG file, so we will be taking advantage of the transparency ability with a PNG. So we'll just go ahead and save this. All of our saved pages will show up at the bottom of our preset list. So we'll go ahead and double click to bring it down into our editing view, and we'll jump into page graphics. The buttons available, we have page overlay, which gives our dimensions in inches and pixels, the same with our page background, and as well with our banner image. Now, we only have one banner image, so the second banner image button is dim. So let's go ahead and select our overlay, and there we go. There's our page overlay. We're not using a page background, so skip over and jump right to our banner. Now, a question that we've gotten from a lot of users is, why separate the page overlay and the page banner? And the answer is pretty simple. If you create a basic overlay that you wish to reuse with minimal effort, you can do this and just substitute different banner images. So you could create a host of banner images to go with a single page overlay, and it's fairly simple to change it. You don't have to have an operator who has expertise in Photoshop to do so. You can create the banners as you need, and hand it off to your operators and have them load them in with different combinations of your page overlays. So we're pretty much done. This is what our page looks like. I also want to jump back in and edit for a moment the page template that we've created. So I'll just select it and hit edit. You have the ability to see your graphics right in your editor. Well, of course, you need to load them up first in your page graphics tab, but you can work within the editor and see your graphics. Okay, so the only thing we're missing with the graphics section is the custom thumbnail. Now, by default, SnapShot Studio will generate this thumbnail preview with the silhouette, and that's fine. But if you really want to take care with your custom layouts, we could jump right over to custom thumbnail, which is JPEG format, not PNG this time. It's a JPEG, and we'll select open, and our custom image will show in place of this silhouette image. So let's go ahead and save it, and it's telling us we need to create a save location. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, you could hit yes and let SnapShot Studio create a default save location on your desktop. But let's go ahead and hit the save images too, and select photo booth images as our save folder. And we'll go ahead and set up a printer too, which will set up the RX1. So with the RX1, we have the 6x4 size automatically selected. Margins should be set to 0. Top, bottom, left, and right. Orientation shouldn't really matter. SnapShot Studio should figure it out for you. So we'll go ahead and hit OK. And we're pretty much set. So we have our single layout. Now let's go ahead just to show you what I mean with the custom thumbnails. Let's go ahead and let's just create, I don't know, we'll create a 4x6, and we'll just save that. We'll do a basic 4x6. Just so we can get the welcome screen to show. So we'll go ahead and save. Start our booth. And there's our custom thumbnail. You can take thumbnails from a photo booth session if you'd like, or you can create them in Photoshop. And this is the contrast between the default silhouette that SnapShot Studio provides versus your custom thumbnail, which of course is certainly much nicer because you can tailor it to go with the rest of your theme that you've worked hard on to create. So, but again, that is optional. And there you have it. That's basic graphic placement in SnapShot Studio Professional and SnapShot Studio standard versions.